But I wonder if it's just, as women, it's our sensibilities. We don't want to feel that women could do that thing, but they,
well,
you know...
because the female sex is supposed to be carers and nurturers, and so we don't think that of them. But if you look at kind of music, and I suppose Mrs. Robinson, The Graduate, is the classic. I know he's not a child, but again, it's sort of glorifying that thing, you know, of younger man being taught everything by older women, and Maggie May. You know, I should be back at school.
That all the audience, you all knew the words. We all knew the words.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Jane said to us this morning, actually picked out what those lyrics meant. Yeah. I mean, like, so it's kind of like subliminal sort of grooming.
The morning sun really shows your age.
Yeah.
And do you remember the Bobby Goldsborough song about she was 31, I was 17, I knew nothing about love, she knew everything. Yeah. And then he talks about seeing the sun rise as a man. And again, it's done like a love song. It's done like a love song of a young boy being, you know, initiated into sex, if you like, by an older woman.
If that was the other way round and those were songs about a young girl, I mean, we'd be horrified.
Well, I've been singing those songs for years and not really taking any notice of the lyrics until now, I have to say.
Do you think that we are overanalyzing it somewhat? You know, the fact that this sort of mindset has been around forever, you know, that boys do see things in a slightly different light, that perhaps they enjoy the attention of an older woman, and it's only with hindsight looking back that they think, actually, maybe that was a bit wrong. Are we overanalyzing? Is it different if it's boys and older women?
Well, she's going to prison for 8 years, so... No, I don't think we are overanalyzing it. I mean, maybe, you know, when you look back at it, he's looking back at it through the prism now of being a 40-year-old man and thinking, hang on, that was wrong. Yeah. And maybe you would think, I need to say something about this because it might be happening with other young pupils that, at the time, unlike me, weren't thinking it was cool. But
I suppose, you know, when you think about any situation where you leave your children, if I'm thinking, you know, nurseries or kids' clubs, or telling them what to do, and if a strange man comes up to you at a bus stop and offers you sweets, and I never would say that about a woman.
No. I mean, you mentioned nurseries. Of course, there was that horrific case of the female nursery worker who turned out to be involved in paedophile activities, where there was a group of 3 of them. That's a whole different ballgame compared to the kind of stuff that we're talking about here. Do you think that the nation found that, as we said, more shocking because it was women that were involved?
I think it probably was, yeah. I mean, I remember it was Teddy's nursery. I remember it as clear as anything, and just being so appalled and so shocked. And, you know, you take your children to nursery, they're, you know, middle-aged women looking after them, you think they're safe there, and then to find out what they were doing with those children, I think will stay with you forever. Do you know what I mean? It's
We've got to get over the thing that, you know, that over the hurdle that women don't do this sort of thing. Because they do, and we don't know how many boys might have been suffering and not wanting to say because... Hey, all your friends say it's really cool.
But also, I mean, we do have to bear in mind, like anything, it's so few and far between, thankfully.